Happy Sunday, Stampers and Paper Crafters. This is Facebook Live number 255. My name is Joy Borwedge, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Burnsville, Minnesota, and I have been a demonstrator since August of 1999. I have a pretty card for you tonight, and I will be demonstrating that, and somebody will win it. So hopefully that will be you. I'm going to put you down to the table in just a second. If you get motion sickness or anything like that, look away, and I will let you know when I am done messing around with the camera. All right, so hold on. All right, so hopefully you had a good weekend, and I'm going to turn this down or unscrew this, and so it's not so tight, and we will put you down at the table. All right, that is tightening this up. Okay, I'm going to move this a little forward. And let's see if we can squish in a squish. There we go. All right, put some light on the subject. There we go. I think we're good. Are we good? Okay, so again, my name is Joy Borwedge. I have an Instagram page at Stampin' for Joy. My online store is stampinforjoy.stampinup.net. You can use the host code when you place an order, RAUJD4EY, and you can use that host code when you have an order that is under $150. Once you have an order that is over $150, do not use that host code, because that way you can receive free product from Stampin' Up! Of your choice. Now, penguinz33@outlook.com is my email address that you can request one of these catalogs. And if you do not have a demonstrator, so here is what we call the holiday mini, the one, this is the annual mini catalog that comes around generally in September, October, November, and December. And so again, if you do not have a demonstrator and wish to receive this, you can email me. Now, this is the annual catalog. And this was, let's see, beginning of May, it became live, and there is quite a bit in here. Now, there is something that's called the online exclusives, and that does not have a publication. However, somebody in the Stampin' Up! Business, as a demonstrator, put this together, and there is quite a few new things in here that are going to be coming up live November, let's see, I think it's November 5th, yeah, for customers. So this is going to be the online exclusives. Again, it's not a publication, but I printed it out on my computer, and you can see there's quite a bit there. All right, so let's talk about some things that are coming up with Stampin' Up! Number one, my friends and I are putting on an event that is Saturday, October 26th. Now, we have 16 different cards that you will go home with and made by you. So everything is cut up, ready to go. All you have to do is take your little baggie out of the bag, find the table that the baggie is numbered with, and put the card together. Now, you can use these cards for your stash, or you could certainly give them as a gift to somebody that loves to send handmade cards. So check this out at thestampinevent.com, and you can register. Now, register early just so that we can start getting our numbers ready to go, and we can start publishing, or we could start cutting up for the event. Now, starting October 7th through the 9th, so only 3 days, Stampin' Up! Is having a sale. So you get a $15 a 15% off stamp sets that are in the annual catalog. And so if you are a demonstrator, you get that additional 15% off on the discount you already earn. So don't miss out. And again, this is available from stamps that are in the annual catalog. And so that would be this one. So 15% off, October 7th, 8th, and 9th. So check that out in my online store. And another thing that's going on is all kits are on sale in our kits collection, and they are online, and it's from October 1st through the 31st. Now, if there is something that you've had your eye on, then don't waste time, because these will sell out, and some things might be replenished, some things might not be. So they are while supplies last. All right, so that's the whole month of October. And then don't forget to check out the online exclusives. So the Changing Leaves bundle has been, it's back in stock. And the Potions and Spells bundle, that is a lot of fun. Now, coming up November 5th, then these will be added to the online exclusives line. And this is called the Marbled Sweet, Marbled Excellent Elegance Sweet Collection. Boy, I can't speak and I can't read. All right, and so what a sweet collection means is like it's the easy button. And there is one number that you have to type in, and everything you see here, you get one of free. And this designer series paper is absolutely stunning. So if you are a demonstrator, you can go online and you can pre-order. Now, if you're a customer, you have to wait until November 5th. So the items that are in this sweet collection is this designer series paper, the adhesive backed heart sequins, the gift bags. Now there's two different kinds of gift bags. There's two different sizes. This gold twisted thread, this die and stamp bundle, and that is part of that Marbled Elegance Sweet collection. Now it's not just necessarily for Valentine's Day. It's also for somebody you love. It could be for a wedding, Valentine's Day, anniversary. Then also this Happy Hibiscus bundle. Now this is one of those hybrid bundles. So what that means is that it comes with a stamp set, dies, and a folder, and it's an embossing folder that you can put the dies in the folder and emboss and cut out at the same time. So be sure to check that out the 5th of November. Now, another thing that's coming up is the Utterly Adorable Sweet collection. This is something that is coming to me because I pre-ordered it, and I don't know where the other page is for that one. Let's see here if I can go through these. Okay, I guess that's it. So that is available again November 5th. But if you are a demonstrator, you could certainly put that in your basket. Now, if you're not a demonstrator and you want to participate in these online exclusive pre-orders, you can get a starter kit. Join my team. Now, what happens is you get to pay $99, but you get to pick out $155 worth of product. Okay? Again, $155 worth of product, and you only pay $99. So you get an added $30 value to that. So the starter kit also includes free business supplies and free shipping. So you do not pay shipping on your starter kit. And not to mention all the fun that comes in with being a part of the fantastic crafting community. So if you have any questions about that, you could certainly contact me and we can discuss more about that. And that is through the end of October. Then don't forget to check out the new scrapbooking brochure. And now I printed this off. It is online only. Stampin' Up! Did not have enough time to make a brochure and get it ready to go. So before the holidays. So what they did is they put it in a virtual scrapbooking brochure, which is in the online store. And I printed it off and I punched holes in it and glued things together. So this is my way of showing what you can get. Stampin' Up! Came out with two-tone cardstock and in Garden Green, Pool Party, Real Red, and Basic Black. Now there are more colors in the workshop kits coming up, and we'll discuss that in just a few minutes. The core of these two-tone cardstocks is white. So these are printed front and back. So you could see that the Garden Green is one side and then the lighter color is on the other side. Now also, Stampin' Up! When Close to My Heart closed, they also took on Close to My Heart's White Daisy 12 by 12 cardstock, and Stampin' Up! Renamed it called White Willow, and I'll also have that, and it's 12 by 12. So that will be coming also in my box pretty soon. Now these Reindeer Memories Scrapbooking Workshop Kit can be used for more than just scrapbooking, as the other kits are as well. So you could certainly make cards with these. This comes with 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock. There is White Willow and double-sided designer series paper, which also is in the holiday mini catalog. Plus it comes with a sticker sheet and an ephemera sheet and a 6x6 die cut sheet. So that's available in this particular kit. So you will be able to make 3 2-page spreads if you wish to do card scrapbooking. However, you could certainly use these in card making as well. So the cardstock and the designer series paper, it's a little bit closer look, and also a new stamp set that came that's available. Now, the reason why Stampin' Up! Did that was because if you wanted to buy 3 packs of the paper here and the workshop kit, that means you don't need to get 3 stamp sets. So Stampin' Up! Did that. Now, some of that two-tone cardstock has an addition. So remember that there were other colors. Okay, it is Pool Party, Garden Green, Real Red, and Basic Black. So in here, you could see that there's 2 other colors that got added to that. Then also, actually technically there's Granny Apple Green in there, so there's 3 different colors. Now there's the Snowy Day, and again you will be able to make 3 2-page spreads, and this is the actual kit that I purchased, so I'm going to get to see that, what it looks like. And I ordered the stamp set because it can coordinate with the stamp set that is in the holiday mini catalog. All right, and then the Halloween. Now, the Halloween Memories is Spooktacular. This is called the Halloween Memories Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. And again, the designer series paper is here along with the stickers. And you get to make 3 2-page spreads in there. And here's a little closer look as to what comes in the kit. And so all you'll need is some scissors, some adhesive, and if you have any other crafting supplies, you could certainly add them. Now, this Autumn to Remember does not have anything in the new holiday mini catalog, and it's just beautiful. Not that I own it, but here's a little bit closer look. I just love the animal prints in here. And again, new colors that belong to the two-tone page, or the two-tone cardstock that's not available in single packs. Coming up, though, Stampin' Up! Is going to have those in all our core colors. All right, so let's show you what we're going to be working with today. Now, this is the stamp set, and the dies are right here. This is called Friends for Life Bundle. It is part of the Full of Life suite. Now, this suite is in the annual catalog. It's on page 43, and here is the easy button. So we like those easy buttons. You punch in one number, and everything you get one of each. And so here are some ideas on this page as to what you can do with the suite once you get it. And this designer series paper is absolutely stunning. And we're going to be using a little bit of everything out of this suite. And it's actually going to be, when you buy a suite, you also get the same 10% discount for the bundle as you would purchase that if you just bought the bundle. And let me show you what the dies do. So this is kind of like a cheat sheet. These 2 pieces get stamped, and they have a die for them. And then everything here is extra. So I love it. So this punch out right here pulls out, and this heart here can do the same thing. So I just kind of flip-flopped them. And then these little pieces, if you, it's a see-through. So it's a lot of fun. I've done a couple of Facebook videos with those. Now, here is the Full of Life designer series paper. It is a lot of fun to play with. Now, normally I do a 2-inch square of the designer series paper, but 2 inches does not give you the idea of what that looks like. So these are actually 3 inches, and so the front and the backs coordinate so well together, and the amount of cardstock that coordinates with this, it would probably be easier to say what does not coordinate with this than it does saying what does. And so it's Balmy Blue, Berry Burst, Blueberry Bushel, Coastal Cabana, Crushed Curry, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Pumpkin Pie, Real Red, Shaded Spruce, and Shy Shamrock. Now, these colors, if you have some cardstock, would really coordinate with almost any page in this designer series paper. All right, so what a beauty. So this card is actually something pretty easy to duplicate, and you can make many cards of these. Now, these are scraps, as well as this circle. I did an event, and I had to cut out a lot of circles. And so this is the amount of circles that I have in this designer series paper. So when I use this paper, try to use the circles in one way or another. And I like to use up my scraps. I also like to show you how to use up your scraps. So don't throw something away, use it. If you save it, use it for something. So this is the card that we're going to make. We're going to be using Shy Shamrock and black. I love the fact that the black just makes the colors pop. And this ribbon and these adhesive backed gems. Let's see, what are those called? Let's see here. Full of Life. They are called number 4, iridescent faceted gems. So if you actually look at this, they look like they're imprinted, you know, like stamped with something. So they have this really cool mark on them, and they give off that nice shimmer effect. Plus, I used Wink of Stella on the black leaf, and then we'll show you how to make the inside. So let's get going on how to make this card. So like I said, I used a lot of scraps in this card. And hi, Judy, I see you. All right, so I don't really have a lot of dimensions on here because these 2 pieces are scrap. This is basic black, and that is Shy Shamrock. Now here is the circle that I cut out of that Designer Series paper, but I actually want to use the back side. And I'm going to use a punch for that. So that is definitely a scrap. Now these scrap pieces are from when you cut off bits and pieces and you save them. Well, I'm going to show you what to do with them. So these are scraps, and again, these are as well. So these are about 1/2 inch, I would say. Yep, about 1/2 inch. And these are about 1/4 inch, I would say. But some might be a little chunkier than others. So we just have a scrap. And so this is actually the back side. So the front side and the back side. And then this is an actual piece of basic white. It is 8 inches long, and it is 5 1/4 wide, and I scored it at 4 inches. So this is actually a piece of, so this is almost a piece of cardstock, and this is 1/4. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that's Shy Shamrock. And so this is going to sit on top of that, just like that. You got your card? Awesome. Well, congratulations on winning. So I'm glad you liked it. So I had sent Judy a card because she, let's see, she either did a like or a heart on one of my videos. She left a comment, and then she could have shared it. So I don't remember which one she did. I put the names in, and I pick a name. And so that's the person who won a card. So I sent out quite a bit of them. I have more to do now. But I have a stamp camp coming up this Saturday and Sunday, a week from today, and so I've been working on that. And then I have an event at the end of October, and I'm working on that. So a lot of card chopping up stuff. All right, I'm going to take a drink. All right. So, first thing that we're going to do is, this is an actual easy card, and so you can recreate this card. Now this is an online exclusive. It's a 2 3/8 circle punch. And I'm going to try to get as much color in here. That represents what these colors are. And I'll throw that away. And so that these colors are pulled into here very nicely. Then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take one of these and one of these. And I'm going to grab my silicone mat, and I am going to take this piece here because I want the circles as my main piece, and I'm going to put my adhesive on the back side here, and I'm going to lay this down, and I am going to put that right there. And so this is going to decorate the inside of our card. Now, I'm just going to lay this here. I'm not going to attach it or anything because we're going to stamp on the inside of the card. And I don't want, I want to use this as my guide. Okay, so it's going to tell me where my section is, so where I stamp. So if I were to remove this and I would stamp my images on the inside and then add my paper, it's going to be off kilter. So I'm going to be using the ink pads Shy Shamrock and Petunia Pop. Now these are current new ink colors that were released in May, so they have a life of 2 years. And so let's see here. I am going to grab, this is a dirty piece, so we'll have to ignore that. I like to have this clean, but I was stamping this weekend, and so I used it and I forgot to change it. So, all right, so because it generally works me up a little bit. My OCD just kicks in and it's like messy. So we're going to try to do something fun with the inside. So the outside's going to say thank you, and the inside is going to say for being a friend. Now we're going to stamp this in Shy Shamrock. Now I have never tried this on Facebook before. I've only done it in my card today. So we're going to put that right there. Okay. And then we're actually going to clean that off. Now I'm going to close this. Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave that open, but I'm going to move it away from me. So we're actually going to clean this off. And this is my Simply Chamois. My Simply Chamois comes in this whole case, but I cut mine into 4 pieces so that when we have the events, then I have a chamois at each one. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do this just a tad bit. I want it to have a slight, I'm going to do this not over the camera, or I'm going to try to do this over and just tad move. I want to, oh, it worked. So I wanted the green to show up and to give it kind of like a shadow, so that the color shows up, because that's the background it's going to be. And then, well, nope, we're going to do that. Okay, so we're going to get the Petunia Pop open, and we're going to do For a Friend. Now, I got a really big block here. As I said, I have a stamp camp coming a week from next weekend, and so I have also, a lot of my blocks are being used for that. So we're, oh crap, I know this is gonna, it moved on me, but it didn't, it turned out, actually. The paper moved up on me, so I was hoping it wasn't gonna smear, but it did not. So yay. So now I can pull this up. There's still a little bit of adhesive on there, so we're going to put a lot more on it now so that it will stick. Okay, so what's over here? Okay, so I'm going to actually put the color facing the words. There we go. I had it basically backwards. And then now I can cut this off because this turned out really nice, okay? So if it didn't turn out nice, then I could flip it around and use another side. I have had to do that several times. Okay, so that's now going to turn out. Now, I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to grab a leaf. And we're going to stamp off so that that's full color. And we're going to come over here and we're going to have a light leaf come on there. Okay, now we have enough room on here to, well, whoever wins the card has enough room on there to put a greeting, to, you know, to send this card, and it's going to say, thank you for being a friend, and then they can write, why? So that is going to be the, what? Wait. Gosh darn it, I did it wrong. This is why the silicone mat comes in. So I put the adhesive on here, and I forgot that I was going to cut stuff off. So we're going to put some adhesive on here, and we're going to put the paper. I'm going to try to put it on straight. Okay. And then see how the bright colors got lifted off there? We're going to put the bright colors over here and make sure. And we're going to do that right there, I think. Okay, so then now we're going to lift this off for a second. And we're going to put it upside down. Okay. And wait, never mind. I changed my mind. I'm going to put some adhesive here and some adhesive there. And so now we're going to go with the bright colors and some of those colors. Now, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 of these on here. I had 3 of these and then 4 of the skinny ones. But I kind of like maybe not so much on here. So should I add the top and the bottom, or should we let it go? Judy, let me know. What do you think? So should we leave it like that, or should we add these 2 pieces? Your choice, seeing as how you are the one here. I'll let you type that in. What do you think? So should we leave it as is? Okay, so we're going to cut these. Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to put this piece here. Okay, should we put more at the top and at the bottom? What do you think? Or should we leave it as is? Judy, what do you think? Your opinion. So while you're thinking about it, okay, so we're going to stamp. You have to leave this on here. And we are going to ink up the thank you in black. And that's going to go on the front of the card. And again, this is a scrap piece of paper. Actually, I'm going to flip that over because it's a little, I want it to make it equal in the, that's a little better. There we go. Okay, so we're going to cut this up, and I'm going to use my little paper trimmer. Stampin' Up! Used this as a sign up to be a demonstrator. So you got to, when you signed up, you got this cute little kit, this little guillotine paper trimmer. And so one of the things about being a demonstrator is that Stampin' Up! Also allowed the demonstrators to purchase it. And so I got a chance to purchase it. And it never, it never came to purchase by anybody else. So just like the glass mat. The glass mat was supposed to be only for demonstrators that signed up, and demonstrators like me got a chance to purchase it. Well, they only had a certain amount of glass mats, and so they cut that number off. Well, now it's available in the online store. Okay, I don't like that. I'm going to try another one. Let's try it on here. See if I can fit it. But anyways, glass mat is available in the online store. And if you are thinking about joining to be a demonstrator, that could also go in your kit. Okay, let's try that. Black, all black. Put down the right pressure and see if that's on straight. Oh, that's really black. Okay, let's try that. Let's see, the thanks and the U are not getting the same amount of ink pressure. I'm not. Okay, let's try one more. Lightly tap. One more time, and we got third time's a charm. It's not like I'm putting the pressure on just one spot. That one's nice. There we go. All right, and so then now we're gonna close that up. We're gonna chop that up. Hopefully I can go straight. But if you are thinking about signing up to be a demonstrator, you don't have to do, oh, did I just, okay, that's the back side. You don't have to do what I do. You can get your girlfriends together, have a fun stamp time, and if they want to place an order, that goes under you, and you get, you know, the sales marked because it's under you, and that goes towards your sales requirement for the 3 months. So, I mean, whatever you place an order for, you get a discount. And there we go. That looks very nice. Finally. Okay. This is supposed to be an easy card if you can't stamp straight. Okay, so then now I'm going to make a little banner. Okay, and we're going to put that, just cut that up just like that in the corner. We're going to go like that. I'm going to flip that over because I could see that better. And there we go. We have a nice little banner edge. Okay. And so, there we go. We can add this to the card now. All right. And then we're going to put this on dimensionals. And we have one-dimensional and two-dimensionals, and then we have a bunch of little ones. And so we're just gonna cut these off. And we will use, I do not break out a new bundle sheet until everything is gone off this pack. And that way I don't have a bunch of pieces sitting around. So then now I'm going to just take your pick tool, stab, and grab those backings. Just take that, throw that in the trash. Now that does not, oops, we have a little bit over. So I'm going to just flip that off. So now you can't see it. And we're going to put, I'm wondering, there we go. We'll kind of put the pink, the Petunia Pop, kind of over towards that way. So it kind of sets off the green. All right, so then what we're going to do with this piece is we're going to take this die and we're going to put that through, and I'll take my silicone mat and put that in the spot where it goes. So I'm going to grab my little scrap or stamp and cut emboss machine, and now this is very light. It's great for traveling if you are going for a girls' weekend. So I'm going to use plate number 1, and then we are going to put down the cutting plate number 2, and then we are going to take this and we're going to put that right on top. And then with the little one, Sarah Douglas does a thing every Tuesday, and she goes live, and she gave a tip that if you stagger, this is the plate and the plate number, or the platform, and this is the cutting plate on top. They're equal. This one is set inside a little bit. That helps with your wheels, and it doesn't, I'm just going to go back to the other side. You don't need to do that, but just because I'm right-handed, I did that. All right, so then now that cuts that out. I'm going to take those little pieces and put them in the trash. A little staticky. And then you could see that they're cracked on each side. Well, you know what? It still works. And until this sucker breaks in half, it's going to work. And so now you can, number one, I saw this from another demonstrator, and I thought this was kind of funny. You just hold it, and then you just go fling, and it gets rid of your pieces. And everything is out of your die, so it's all nice and clean. I'm going to put it back on the magnet by my table, throw all those pieces away, and there we go. So I'm just going to close this up. Doesn't take a lot of space. The big one does the same thing. My big one, I leave it open. My little one, I close it up. All right, so then now this piece is going to get glued on just like that. And I'm going to take, oh, I guess I should have kept out my silicone mat. The silicone mat, I love it because it helps me with anything sticky, so it doesn't get on my glass mat. Now, the glass mat is easy to clean, but why do I want to have to clean it every single time I want to use it? and then be afraid that I am actually, I don't want adhesive on there. Never mind. I kind of want it just in the most it's gonna be designed off the plate here, and just like that. So I didn't want to put adhesive glue everywhere, so then I didn't want the glue, I want it sticking off. And so then now I'm just going to put the lid back on my glue, and then we are going to grab the mini dimensionals. Okay, oops, that's an open pack. Let's see. So we're going to use the Take Your Pick tool, and we're going to put that on the back side, 3 of them. Now you could certainly use this layout for any scrap pieces of paper. Now you can probably put designer series paper, you could probably mix that up. And now another way that this would work is, or another one that would be really good, is the Country Woods designer series paper. That would work very nicely with this particular color. Or, boy, words are hard today. I mean, isn't that pretty? It's just so simple. Okay, so then now we are going to add our embellishments, and they are the iridescent faceted gems. So irided, yeah, irided faceted gems. Okay, so we're going to grab the Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to add one down here, and then I'm going to add another one right there, and then I'm going to add a little one right up there. So I am creating a triangle between these pieces, and that's using an odd number. And then now we are going to use the ribbon that is called the iridescent, let's see, yeah, iridescent striped trim, and it is very pretty, very easy to use, and very pliable. So we're just going to adjust the bow pieces, not making, I don't want a huge bow. All right, so come on. It takes me a little while. I used to be a floral designer, so I make bows, but I'm picky about my bows. I want them to be the right size, and it's going to lay nicely in the envelope, so it's not going to add a lot of bulk, and so it's going to look good while giving you some very pretty extra color on here. So I always do one longer than the other by accident, so sometimes I take my ends and put them together and then cut them so that they represent the same size on each side. So one's not longer than the other. All right. And so then by leaving it on, I only wasted that much. So I don't try to cut it off and then play with it and then trim each side. So now to attach it, I'm going to take my mini glue dot, squish that right on in there, and then put that right there. I mean, like, how pretty simple is that? And then also we're going to take the Wink of Stella, And we are going to add that to the black cardstock. I'm just going to lay it down so it kind of like paints it. And that will give a nice shimmer effect once it dries. I use Wink of Stella in almost everything, so you could possibly see that. There we go. There's a little bit. And it perfectly matches that ribbon and the iridescent gems. Somebody's car alarm is going off. Hopefully you cannot hear that. Seems like every day in the apartment building, one's always going off. Now, thank you for being a friend. So I'm also going to do that on the friend. Can you see that? Is there a little shimmer there? Oh. Well, if you're to see this in person, it shimmers. Now, you could certainly take one of those gems and put it where the eye is. I think it's called a tittle. All right. And we're going to get up in there. Does that sparkle? Can you see that online? Probably not. Okay, so what do you think about the card? I mean, isn't that pretty? So then when you get done with that, just wipe that off so that the color from the friend doesn't stay on there. So then that way, when you go to use it next time, it runs clear. Now, when you get your Wink of Stella, there's going to be this black band. So what you're going to have to do is take this off, unscrew it, pull it off, and then this part inside pokes that hole. So then that way it works. So when I first got my Wink of Stella, I didn't know that. And so I'm like, I almost called Stampin' Up! And to tell the demonstrator support that my Wink of Stella wasn't working. How embarrassing would have that been just to, hey, take that little black thing out. So I just want to make sure that you know to take that black little piece out in order for your Wink of Stella to work. So again, this is the card that we used, and it is from the Full of Life suite in the catalog, and it's on page 43. And if you have any questions, you can certainly contact me. And now, who wants to win this card? If you want to get a chance, all you have to do is do a thumbs up or a heart. That gets you entered into the drawing. Leave a comment. Now, if you're new to me and you're watching the replay, leave a comment where you're from. And that, I like to know where people are, reaching me from. And so you could tell me where you're from, or you could say hi, and that gets your name entered into the drawing. And if you share this on your timeline, that also gets you entered 2 times. Number 1, that helps me get my name out there. And number 2, you are maybe helping your friend who's a paper crafter who hasn't touched their stuff for a while. Maybe seeing this video and how simple something could be, using up their scraps, could be put together, and maybe they might want to recreate it. So by sharing, you're helping your friend out, and you're also helping me get my name out there. So thank you very much for Sherry. Welcome. Hi. So there's your card that we made today. And we used the Full of Life, and there's the inside of the card. And you'll have to go back and watch the replay if you want. It's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple, but it's also in the beginning we talked about the starter kit special, the stamp special. Let's see, I showed the online exclusives that are coming up in November 5th, and there's quite a few things that are going to be offering. This is the online exclusives, and some demonstrator put this together, and I printed off all these pages. So some of these things are new, and if you join, you could certainly put these in as a pre-order, as a demonstrator. You get to pre-order. Now, these are available in November 5th. And we're coming up to my favorite, which happens to be the Utterly Adorable Sweet Collection. And mine's coming soon. That's basically the only thing I ordered. But these online pieces will be available to customers in November 5th. But if you're a demonstrator, you get to pre-order. Now, if you're wanting to sign up, you get $30 additional free product in your kit, and you only pay 99 bucks. So, I want to say thank you very much, and I hopefully will be back on Thursday, and I am having my stamp camp this weekend, so if I'm caught behind, maybe I won't be able to do it on Thursday, but maybe I won't be able to do it on Sunday because my stamp camp is on Sunday. So hopefully we'll have a stamp camp, we'll have a Facebook Live sometime this weekend, and we'll see how everything goes. Well, thanks, guys, for hanging out with me on a Sunday evening. I look very forward to seeing you pretty soon again, and happy stamping.